Welcome to Lesson 2 in the Beginner Bridge course. In this lesson we will learn about how to respond to partner's opening bid of a weak 1-no trump. Most of the time you'll open the bidding at the 1 level in one of the 4 suits: 1 club, 1 diamond, 1 heart or 1 spade. And in doing so you're letting partner know that this is your longest or your joint longest suit, so at least 4 cards in the suit, and that you've got at least 12 points, but it could be up to 19, maybe even 20 points. For the rare blockbuster hands with more than 20 points, you would use special gadgets that we'll learn about much later. But there is one very common type of hand where, playing the popular UK ACOL system, we would open 1-no trump rather than one of a suit. And that is when you've got a hand that has got between 12 and 14 points, that's a narrow range, and a balanced shape. We call this opening bid a weak no trump. That's because in systems other than ACOL, opening 1-no trump shows a stronger balanced hand, typically 15 to 17 points, and it's called a strong no trump opener. And it's the weak 1-no trump opening bid and responses that we will be learning about in today's lesson. So what do we mean by a balanced hand? Well, a balanced hand has got no suit with just 1 card in it, that's known as a singleton, and no suit with no cards in it, that's known as a void. And a balanced hand can have 1 suit with just 2 cards in it, that's known as a doubleton, but must not have 2 doubletons. There are 3 hand shapes suitable for opening a weak 1-no trump, providing that the hand has 12 to 14 points, and that is the 4-4-3-2 shape, that's the most common one, the 5-3-3-2 shape, and the least common shape, 4-3-3-3, often referred to as a flat hand shape. Let's have a look at this hand. Well, first of all, are we good enough to open the bidding? Well, let's check. We've got 5 points in spades, 3 in hearts, none in clubs, and we've got 5 in diamonds. That's 13. So our hand is good enough to open the bidding. Now what about the shape? It has no singleton and no void suit, and only 1 doubleton, clubs. So it's balanced. It meets all our requirements for opening a weak 1-no trump. Now with those 5 hearts you might say it doesn't look very balanced, but in bridge terms it is balanced. And experience shows that opening 1-no trump rather than 1 heart here usually leads to a better outcome. For now you're just going to have to trust me. And what about this hand? Well, it's got the same shape as our last hand. It's got no void, no singleton, just 1 doubleton. So it's balanced. Or do we open 1-no trump? Well, the answer is no, because it's got 15 points. It's got 5 in spades, 4 in hearts, 3 in clubs, and 3 in diamonds. So it's too strong to open 1-no trump. So here we open 1 heart. And what about this hand? Well, let's count the points. There are 4 in spades for the king and jack, 4 in hearts for that ace, 4 in clubs for that king and jack, and none in diamonds. So that's 12 points. So it's in the right range for the 1-no trump opening bid, but it's got a singleton diamond. So it's not balanced. So with this hand, we open in a suit. So here we open 1 club. We're now going to learn about how to respond when partner opens 1-no trump. First of all, we're going to look at balanced hands where there is no 5-card major. Responses are as follows. With 0 to 10 points, pass. The partnership can't have 25 points, even if partner's maximum with 14, so game is out of reach, so let's not make life more difficult for ourselves, we pass. But with 11 to 12 points, then game is possible if partner is maximum 14, in which case we'll have 25 to 26 points. but won't be possible if partner's minimum with 12 points. So what we do here is we bid 2 no trumps. That's an invitational bid, asking partner to pass if partner's got a minimum 12 or 13 points, and to bid 3 no trumps if partner has got 14 points, in which case we have got enough points for game. But with 13 or more points, you know that the partnership has enough for game, so bid 3 no trumps. If you've got 13 and partner has opened with just 12, that's 25. Don't bid 2 no trumps, because with 12 points partner would pass and you'd miss game. Let's take a look at some examples. With this first one, well, it's got 10 high card points, it's balanced, doesn't have a 5 card major. There's no chance of game even if partner has opened with a maximum 14, because the partnership would have just 24 high card points, not enough. So here responder gets out of the auction as quickly as possible by passing. With this second example, again we've got a balanced hand, no 5 card major, but this time we've got 11 high card points. Now if partner has opened with a maximum 14 points, then we have 25 combined points, just enough for 3 no trumps to have good chances. So here we need to consult with partner to find out if he is maximum or not. And we do so by bidding 2 no trumps. This is what is known as an invitational bid, inviting partner to bid 3 no trumps if partner is maximum, otherwise to pass and settle for a part score in 2 no trumps. And with the third example, we have 13 points, enough for 3 no trumps to have good chances even if partner has a minimum 12. So we bid 3 no trumps. We mustn't bid 2 no trumps here because partner will pass with 12 or 13 and we will miss the game contract. Now you may have noticed that in all 3 of these examples there is at least one 4 card major. In a later lesson we will learn about a great gadget called Stayman, which responder can use to find out whether partner has a corresponding 4 card major, in which case a contract in the major will usually work out better than playing in no trumps. But for now we're assuming that we're not using Stayman. But the rules for responding to partner's weak 1 no trump are different. If you've got a suit that has got 5 or more cards in it and that suit is a major, now the options are as follows. With 0 to 10 points, you've got no chance of game, so you need to get out of the auction as cheaply and safely as possible. And experience shows that with 5 or more cards in a suit, it's usually better to sign off in that suit as cheaply as possible. So bid 2 hearts or 2 spades. Let's take a look at these 2 hands. The first has got 9 points and the second has got 1. But the key thing about them both is that with neither of them does the partnership have the 25 points or more that would make game a reasonable prospect. So in each of these cases you bid your suit at the lowest level, which is 2 hearts or 2 spades. But if responder has 11 or more high card points and 5 or more cards in the major, the auction must not stop below game. It's game forcing. The only question is whether the contract should be in 3 no trumps or in 4 of the major. And here are the rules for determining which contract it should be in. With exactly 5 cards in the major, and I stress 5, not 6 or more, responder must bid 3 of the major, 3 hearts or 3 spades. This is a game forcing bid, asking partner to choose between 3 no trumps or in 4 of the major. With 3 or more cards in responder's major, opener knows there's an 8 card fit, so bids 4 hearts or 4 spades. But with just 2 cards in Responder's Major, opener knows that an 8 card fit does not exist, so will bid 3 no trumps. But with 6 or more cards in the Major, then Responder knows that there is an 8 card fit in the Major, so bids game in the Major, 4 hearts or 4 spades. Now note that there is a slight weakness here, because if Responder has a 6 card suit and just 11 points, and opener has a minimum 12 points, well, that's just 23 combined points, in which case the auction is game forcing, so making 10 tricks in the Major is going to require some good fortune. Let's have a look at some examples. Both these hands have 11 high card points, but the big difference is that the one on the left has only 5 hearts and the one on the right has 6 hearts. 11 high card points is a tad short of the 13 required normally to make sure of making game, but if Responder bids 2 hearts, well, that's the end of the auction. Opener is going to pass. The odds slightly favour bidding game with 5 or more cards in the Major and 11 points. With the hand on the left, Responder bids 3 hearts, and that shows exactly 5 hearts and denies having 6 hearts. Opener now looks at her hand, and if she's got 3 or more hearts, then an 8 card fit exists, so opener will bid 4 hearts. Otherwise, opener will bid 3 no trumps. Opener can't pass the bid of 3 hearts. It's game forcing. With the hand on the right, Responder knows that an 8 card fit exists because opener must have at least 2 hearts to open 1 no trump, so Responder goes straight to 4 hearts. No need to consult with partner. The responses are a lot more straightforward when Responder has 5 or more cards in a minor. With 0 to 10 high card points, Responder bids their suit at the 2 level. 2 clubs or 2 diamonds, just like the 2 heart and 2 spades responses we saw earlier. These are weak takeout bids and opener must pass. Remember, these bids will be made with 0 points and 5 or more cards in the suit. And if Responder has 11 to 12 points, then game in no trumps has good chances if opener has a maximum 14 points. Remember, in no trumps, you only need about 25 points to make game. But game in a minor means having to make 11 tricks as opposed to 9 in no trumps, so it's rarely right to show the minor. So with 11 to 12 points, Responder bids 2 no trumps. That's an invitational bid to 3 no trumps if opener is maximum with 14, and if opener has 12 or 13, then opener will pass. And with 13 or more points and 5 or more cards in a minor, Responder takes control and bids 3 no trumps. So let's have a look at a couple of examples. In this first one, Responder has 13 high card points, enough for game, and a 6 card minor suit, clubs. Move one of the small clubs into the heart or spade holdings and you would have a balanced hand, totally suitable for 3 no trumps. But with a hand like this, it's still probably going to work out better to play in 3 no trumps, where you can afford to lose 4 tricks rather than in 5 clubs, where you can only afford to lose 2 tricks. So here, bid 3 no trumps. The hand on the right is more extreme and is one of the very few hands that are totally unsuitable for no trumps, and playing in 5 diamonds will usually be a better bet. Here is a summary table of all the responses to partners opening 1 no trump. You may find it helpful to pause the video to study the table. There is also a copy of this table that is downloadable from the website. And you may also have noticed that when you open a weak no trump, you don't often bid again. Usually that's it. You make 1 bid and then partner takes control. The only 2 times when you bid again are, first of all, when partner responds to no trumps. That's inviting you to 3 no trumps if you've got 14, otherwise to pass. And the only other situation is when partner responds 3 hearts or 3 spades, demanding that you choose between 3 no trumps and 4 hearts or 4 spades, depending on how many cards you got in partner's suit. This is not an invitational bid. You can't pass. You are being asked just to pick the game contract. As with all our lessons, you can find a full downloadable lesson handout on the website, along with a practice bidding exercise that will help consolidate your understanding. I hope you found the lesson useful. Our next lesson is on responding to partner's opening bid in a suit. But until then, enjoy your bridge. Goodbye. And if you're not a member of our school and have found this video lesson on YouTube and would like to find out more about us, then please visit our website and then click Get Started. And don't forget to click subscribe so that you can watch out for further YouTube lessons in our modern ACOL course series for beginners and for improvers. Thanks for watching. Bye.